This is James Kalm, another half-ass production, and today we're coming to you from Avenue A in the East Village, Mo Pitkin's House of Satisfaction, and we're going to pay a little visit to a open call for indie press and a poetry rant for Live Magazine. I'm doing a half-ass job of keeping you up on the cultural scene of New York. Let's see what's happening in the poetry reading. This is produced by Jeffrey Cyphers Wright.
But he wasn't, until it seemed she was looking at him. And he would look at her to see if she was looking at him, which of course confirmed what she had thought. Information. Hey, Lauren, how you doing?
James Kalm.
The CIA is here. CIA of the Beatnik School. And this one here, this is Steve Dalachinsky's called Billie Holiday singing night and day in a bar on Rue Rivoli. The sky so dark, night and day are indistinguishable. The place de vogue, a stark square heart that repeats truth, the way a calendar begins.
This is Jeffrey Cyphers Wright.
Bizarre how the old synagogue, shaped like a Torah, repeats with its bearded eyes leaning out the window, the eternal sources of illuminated vaults rarely open to the public. Where, day and night, are low-slung clouds that rush by, whispering, breath held wide, open and embryonic. And from the bottom of a chasm where night meets day, and mystery is the only light to read by, I look into torn works, parlor games, and the rubber rooms that hold my thirst in check, and proclaim to myself, quoting an out-of-season ramble, "Behold, I am alive. A surplus of existence is welling up in my heart, where night and day become one." Steve Dalachinsky, Paris, January 18th.
Serbian poet Nova Katic, translated by Stephen and Maya Tara. And I'll read the first one in the collection. It's called Mockerator's Appearance on Fingers. Black goat, give me your black horns, and you girls, give me damp trumpets so that I may frighten the one who is untying himself. Black goat, give me your icy eyes, and you girls, give me your first compact mirrors so that I have something already in my palms, because his face unfurls across my hand branched out into my fingers. Anyways, we like to quote, there are 6 poets in here, including Khalil Hoffman, Suwaka Nefiasu, Cynthia Nelson, John Surowiecki, and Guy Baining, as well as I'll just read one of the little poems that they published of mine. What's in here? Yay! So this is Carve, edited by Aaron Teeger, out of Ithaca, I think. So this is bar poem number 82. Do you love me? Do you really love me now that I'm on the dole?
You ready? Okay. Valerie, what's the other? You gotta read this one really deep and strong.
Our society needs a grand variety. Every 15... Oh, where have the real famous gone?
The title first.
Where have the real famous gone?
You gotta coach. We're here.
Where have the real famous gone?
That's it. Our society needs a grand variety. Every 15 minutes someone becomes famous. Factory-made celebrities. USA everywhere. Each product different flavors of the day. Monday we have infamously imminent. Tuesday insufficiently infamous. Wednesday notorious by birth or money. Thursday almost reputable. Friday famous by mistake. Saturday famous for being famous. Sunday all day quasi-famous. Some are just associated with the so-called celebrities. They end to be full famous. Fame and name game casualties. Chance operational, famous for a day. Or nanosecond renown, has-beens and yesterday's famous, discarded with indifference. In conclusion, my dear applicant, the doubles and fakes are among us. 15 minutes of obscurity for everyone. Temporary stardom for all. Thus spoke their hope.
And they shall know me by the drink in my hand. That's Wanda Phipps. Sitchin is coming.
So here's a little thing from a Joel Daly chapbook. Which one was I going to read? Them. If you have a number of those nights, followed by an equal tide of those days, it is highly probable that you'll end up with one of those lives. Anyway, check out this little magazine, because this is pretty...
Should I read this?
Yes.
Denouement. There is no weapon man could forge to fend off the wounds of sorrow. Some make vengeance a salve. Valentine and Halloween's collide. Ghouls masquerading as lovers dole out chocolate-covered razor blades, kisses. Red-eyed guilt, sorcery at the witching hour retains the departer for another mediocre post-coital breakfast. Being nonchalant at the sound of footfalls making their way to the door, slam punctuates the first tier.
Alright. Real time, real space, laughing with Buddha, shining with the inner light of Confucius, dancing in the moonlight of Venus. This is a live poem spitting out sulfur, cutting to the quick in the mirror, diving into the expo, factos, blindfolded. This is a live poem, a love poem, a loafer's poem. No, this is a poem split asunder, a poem spreading its tentacles like a black widow spider, a poem demanding a fair human wage, a poem jumping over Jack, a poem sailing above clouds, a poem discovering the middle ground of the Rocky Mountains. This is a live poem. Tell it like it is. Poem A live. Tell it to be now. Poem, yeah! Thank you guys so much for coming out. Okay? Hang out, pick up the magazine, buy a drink, kiss everybody. Mwah. Woo! Thank you.
And now we're outside talking to Jeffrey Cyphers Wright.
Kenny Mitchell. And Stephanie.
And Kenny Mitchell and Stephanie.
And look, there's Rosemary.
And Rosemary, more poets.
What kind of famous is when you fall off the chair?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
You didn't have a list.
You want to tell us?
Outside of Live Mag 2, we just did our second edition of a Live Mag, and what this magazine's all about is we just read people's poems instead of publishing. So the editors choose them, and we have like rotating editors. Today we had Matvei Yankelevich from Ugly Duckling, Brenda Iijima from Yo-Yo Labs, and John Reed from Brooklyn Rail. So we had really notoriously wonderful readers. Look, there goes Steve Paul Miller and Tom Savage. All right, guys, they picked each other up. I'm so happy.
And how long has this been going on?
There's Judy Rivka, she's sneaking out.
Judy Rivka.
And Bobby.
I'm one of your biggest fans, Judy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I must be your biggest fan.
I'm a big fan.
So, how long has this been going on? How long is the...
This is the second edition.
This is the second edition?
This one was over at the Bowery Club in November. Now it's April.
And it's also an open call, for poets to bring their work in, and
poets to bring, swap, trade around with different chapbooks, magazines, prose, poetry, rant, stories. So today we probably read the work of about 30 different poets altogether.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Curious, really moving along.
And then you're going to be publishing another number of the magazine when you get enough material.
In July, we do a quarterly thing. Yeah, we've got the hard copy to go with it. But it's really about the live performance that we do.
Yes, that's important. It was a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you came.
Well, thanks. Anyway, so here we are in front of Mo Pitkin's House of Satisfaction.
There goes John Reed,
and
the editor of the Brooklyn Rail. It was so great you came.
The Brooklyn Rail, one of the outstanding publications in New York.
Yeah.
Everyone should pick up a copy, and you can get it on the internet too. So anyway, this is James Kalm reporting from Avenue A on the Lower East Side, actually in the East Village. All right.
Like review.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kate.